Welcome back to International Scale Modeler. I'm Lee. Today we've got a review of something that I've been waiting for quite a while. Now I've had this a good month already, and I just haven't had the time to get around to reviewing it for you guys. But I'm doing it now, and it's coming up now. But it is the Meng. I love Meng at the moment. The Russian Terminator Fire Support Combat Vehicle BMPT Mine Clearing System and EMT Electromagnetic Counter Mine System. Say that when you're drunk, all in one go. But have a look at that. That is an absolute beast. I don't care if you're an aircraft modeler or just a figure modeler or whatever kind of modeler you are. You look at that and you think, yeah, that really has got its name, the Terminator. I mean, it's just great big mouth with these teeth and these eyes, and oh, it's absolutely cracking. Really is. I can't wait to get stuck into it. Now, unlike a lot of my reviews, I have had a peek in the box, and it is a lot of plastic in there. But I can't wait to get in there and show it to you. So let's have a look now. Okay, so here it is. As you guys know, I've been waiting for this for quite a while. I've had this about a month now, just haven't had time to get around to doing a review of it. It is the Russian Terminator Fire Support Combat Vehicle BMPT with KMT-8 Mine Cleaning System and EMT Electromagnetic Countermine System in 135 flavour from Meng. Now, as you know, I'm on a real Meng kick at the moment. Look at that. That just looks absolutely evil. There's a real face going on here with the eyes and the teeth and the mouth and everything. I think it really does look fantastic. It really, as soon as I saw that picture, I thought, I've never heard of it before, but I've got to have it. So it's a massive box as well. It's a nice big box, and I'm sure it's chock full of plastic. On the box itself, you've got a couple of schemes on there. You've got Russian Expo Arms 2011, Russia Expo Arms 2013. I don't know if this has actually seen service. This is part of their Tyrannosaurus series, not the Dimorphodon, so they're all going dinosaurs on me. You've got a little bit of write-up and a bit about the kit info, and another Russian Expo Arms 2009. That's the one I like. I do like that one, I've got to say. And apart from that, there's not a lot else on there. So let's have a look inside this box. And there is an absolute mountain of plastic. A veritable feast of plastic, which I've started to drop already. So let's, again with Meng, really solid, rock solid boxes. Really are impressed with their boxes. They are absolutely fantastic. Right, okay, so what we're going to, where do I start? There's so much plastic here. Right, well, I'm just going to have a look, make sure there's no, right, let's have a look, Bill. I'm going to skip through a lot of these because I'm sure a lot of them are quite the same. But let's start with this one here. Okay, so we got, it looks like part of the top side of the hull. Very nice indeed. Some very fine parts here. Absolutely fine. Very, just trying to see if they've got any burring on. Very tiny amount. I don't think you'd notice that actually. It's so small, the amount of burring on there. The level of detail is fantastic, as is Meng's want. I always want to say merciless after I say Meng. Meng the merciless. But you've got this like this rough patch here. It's very, very good detail indeed. And there's just some of this off kind of stuff there you can just pick up. But very, very nice. Oh, just look at it. Just every time you look at the picture, it just looks an absolute beast. It really does. There's quite a lot of sprues. What I do like, they're all separately wrapped as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. About 20 sprues of plastic in here, so you really are getting your money's worth. And again, I got this from Tim at Value Kits, an exceptional price. So well done, Tim. Now you've got here. I've got to zoom you in here just to show you this. But it looks like you've got a cover here for the cannons in the middle. I don't know what caliber they are, because obviously they'll be in the book, but some excellent you know, effects there with the cloth or whatever, the plastic sheeting or whatever it is that it's covered in. It's rainproof, waterproof stuff. Absolutely fantastic. That's going to come up beautiful. It really is. The level of detail on that is awesome, as you can see. But around the rest of the stuff, it's things like, you know, you can see the crispness of the plastic. And the level of detail on there. Now obviously being an AFV, it's going to have not so much panel lines and stuff like that, but I mean even this is very, very tiny stuff here, which is wires. There's a tiny little bit of flash on the sprue, but actually on the wire itself there's nothing. There's not even a burr. I'm just rubbing it over there. There's no burr on that at all, so fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. Right, let's keep going, otherwise we'll be here all day with all this plastic. You then got the side skirts, again, very nice detail, perfect. The chain is brilliant. The chain is really good. Chains are very hard to get. There's a little bit of burr on it, but that can come off nicely. But there's no burr on these bits at all, on the edges. And you've got some wing mirrors there. They look nice as well, very large. But lots of fine parts, and again, there is some very tiny amounts of flash on it, but they're teeny tiny amounts. But I would imagine that getting something that fine to look so good is quite difficult. And again, we've got lots of greebles and odds and sods here. Don't want to dwell on them too much. Here's a couple of hatch covers. Very nice. Again, very good quality, and so much of this very fine work. There's tons of it, absolutely beautiful, and there's no burring or anything on that at all, so very good. You have to be very careful putting this together, I think, because there's a lot of stuff you can damage on here. But if you have a look on the box, you can see that there is all these wires and little pipes and leads and everything everywhere, and it looks like they've covered all that, which is really good, really nice. There's tons of it, so. You know, this is going to be an absolute cracker. I know Paul's got one of these as well, and a couple of other guys have on ISM. I'm sure you guys have. We've then got some of the protecting grills here. They're very good, no flash at all, excellent quality again. And so another hatch cover. It's got this lovely hatch cover cross hatch on the top, which is very nice. Yeah, there's no flash or burring on any of that as well. So you can keep piling through the plastic. As you can see, this is going to be quite an involved build, and plenty to keep you. That's a mirrored sprue. We've then got one of the turret rings at the top by the looks of it. We have some of the what are these? I would imagine these are, I don't know if they're rockets or part of the electromagnetic countermine system. Not 100% sure, but very good detail again. They got some of the tubing and piping on there, the electronics. Another hatch, very well moulded. Lots and lots of little greebles and odds and sods. You're going to have absolute hours and hours of fun building this, I think. And it's going to take a while. Painting it's going to be the tricky thing, where there's so many intricate parts. But then we've got a bag of more greebles and odds and sods, and as you can see, all this fine stuff. That's very delicate. Oh my words, you have to be very careful with that. Does have a little bit of flash on it, I've got to say. If you can see, right on this, and hopefully it will, there you go. You can see right here, very, very delicate. You push that at all and it's going to bend, but there is some flash on it here, and around these parts here as well. So you're going to have to be extra careful with that, I think, completely. But apart from that, getting that down to normal is going to be a bit tough in my eyes. But you see, I'm actually being quite delicate with this plastic. There's so many fine bits. We then come on to the turret ring, all very good. Odds and sods, obviously more parts of the exterior. These look like the corner parts here and here. So they've got it looks like miniguns. That is miniguns on there by the looks of it. This thing is bristling with firepower. Absolutely immense beast, really is. And then got a couple of mirrored sprues, so I should take one out. Fantastic amount of plastic. And in here you've got, again, it's just odds and sods and greebles. It's really hard to tell what things are until it all goes together, because there's so much of it. There's so many. It's all in little parts. I mean, you've got like tow hooks. I can see those. You've got the wheels there. The wheels are fantastic. Brilliant moulding on the wheels. I've got to say, that's probably one of the best tank wheels I've seen. Absolutely fantastic. Really good moulding on that. So then we go on to, we have got a bag of wheels here as well. Right, so that's 3 mirrored sprues, so we just have a look at the one. As you can see here, the moulds for the wheels are brilliant. They really are nice. It's so, I can't say it's so clean and crisp. It really is very crisp, and that's what I like about Meng. Their moulding is fantastic. It really is. Must be slide moulded. It has to be, I think. But very nice indeed. It just keeps going on and on, doesn't it? You've then got we've got obviously the rear and the front plates by the looks of it. Again, very nice indeed. You can see just by the amount of holes in that how many little odds and sods everywhere have got to go on. But again, very nice, very well moulded. So many delicate parts. So many delicate parts. Now, tracks, a whole bag of tracks. I will get one out just so you can see. So that is a lot of tracks. That is a lot of work, should I say. You've got, my God. I mean, that is going to take a monumental amount of time to do those tracks. Now, though, you can see how different they are just on the box art. They really are a different kind of track. But my God, that is going to take a long time. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. Obviously 8 of these as well. Holy crap. That is something I'm not looking forward to. It looks like you've got a tool here, which you're going to need. So there's a track tool there, which I think that is going to be invaluable. I've never done these type of tracks before. As I say, I've only done the Tamiya stuff really, but they do look complicated. But it's a good thing you've got like a little vise here, a little track tool. I think looking at that, you're going to need it. That's a good few hour session all in itself, just popping those together. Wow, is all I can say. We've then got the hull and the turret all in the same bag. Let's have a look at these. Now, you look at that picture and you think, my God, that's a massive beast. But looking at that, that's not that big. That really isn't that big. I've got to say, I've got a Jag Panther here. It's smaller than a Jag Panther. So it's well, actually, no, I'd probably say they're exactly the same size. So it's not as big as I thought it was. It's just a lot smaller. You've got things for the wheels, the lower hull, some excellent detail on the bottom. Some fantastic detail on the bottom. I like this. I like the way that you get this detail on the bottom of stuff. It really does make a difference. But yeah, if you have a look, that's not that big at all. It's not as big as I thought it was, honestly. I mean, it's what, 5.5, 6 inches long. So not as big as I thought it would be. That's really surprising, actually. So we have yet more bags. Don't worry, there's plenty more to come yet. We have some more. We have the sprockets and everything. Again, extremely well moulded. Very nice. I do like their sprues as well. I do like this dark plastic. It's a nice plastic. It'll be interesting to see how it works when you sand it and everything. Although I can't imagine there being a lot of sanding involved with this, to be honest with you. Being Meng, it'll probably just fall together. You got the top of the turret. As you can see, it's not very big at all. So it looks like it would shape that way. That's the front. But very nice indeed. Commander rings and everything. And then you've got obviously your tow rope. Again, it's nice that the ends are burnt, so it's not going to fray or anything like that, which is very good. Let me pop that back in, otherwise I'll lose what bag that came out of. Very nice, but I'm surprised. I've got to say, I am surprised at the size that it's not. I honestly thought it would be a lot bigger than that, looking at that picture. It really does look big. Now this looks like another tool. For what I don't know, I would imagine it's got to be a track tool or something like that. It's a jig of some sort. We'll have to look into when we do the instructions. It'll be interesting to see whether it's got to be track jig. It's got to be another jig for the track. You've then got these bars at the front here, which are the mine, I would imagine the mine cleaning or counter mine system, the electromagnetic counter mine system. Again, very nice, very well moulded in 2 halves, which is surprising. So you'll have some work to do on the seam line on that. But as you can see, it's an absolute mountain of plastic. We've got some clear parts as well, some optics. This is different. This is in a different kind of bag. I don't know if you can see this, but it's like the bag is actually corrugated. It's a corrugated bag. It's very good. And then you've got a separate bag inside of that. Again, excellent work, Meng. Really, really good work on your clear parts. There you go. It's like it's wrapped. Let me just take this wrapper off. It's got that stretch wrap on it. There you go. So absolutely fantastic. And they are, as is all of Meng's clear parts, absolutely crystal. They really are. They shine like crystal. You know, this is, as you can look at that, absolutely clear as bright as day. They really are fantastic. So well done, Meng, on that. They really, really are nice. I do like their clear parts. Very nice indeed. So I'm going to try and stretch that back. Oh, and it re-sticks. Excellent. Go back in your corrugated plastic. That's brilliant. I like that. So that, oh no, oh god, I thought we'd done. We're not. We have another clear part. This is rubberized parts in here. And this is obviously some skirt somewhere. Yep, around the front here I would imagine there'll be this skirt. I love the fact that it's in rubber. It gives it that natural look to it. You've then got some of the covers for the cannons up the top here. And odds and sods, and some wiring as well. Looks like to be this part here, actually, this shape here. Very nice, proper rubber as well. So very nice indeed. We've still got one more to go, believe it or not. We've got oh wow, now that is a nice touch. I haven't seen this before in a tank. As I say, I'm not a great tank modeler yet. I hope to concentrate on more on AFV soon. I just feel an AFV head coming. I've been turned to the dark side. But if you have a look on it, this is obviously part of the tool, a tool for something. I can't imagine that being something for the model itself. Looks like some part of the jig or something like that. You then got some photo etch for these grills. Very nice indeed, very fine. And it's great to see that nearly all kits are coming with a bit of photo etch now, which they should do. But what I like are these. These are the mirror inserts. Now, what a good idea. Why has this never been done before? Maybe it has, I don't know. As I say, I'm not a big AFE modeler. But that's much, much better than painting it, that's for sure. Absolutely brilliant. So, again, well done, Meng. Hats off to you for that. That's really well thought of, I think. Very, very well thought of indeed. So I'm just going to pop those back in the little bag. Where did I put it? Otherwise, you know me, I shall lose it in plain sight. A very nice touch indeed. I do like those wing mirrors. It's an excellent touch, really is. So the instruction manual. The instruction manual is A4 size. It is magazine quality, nice and thick pages, which will add to the overall experience. I like harp on about these things. Very, very nice indeed. Very well presented. So as to the overall thing, you've got to write up in. That's either Chinese. I think that's. I don't know. I don't know if that's Chinese or Japanese. That's Chinese or Japanese. A big write up in all the languages, which is absolutely fantastic. And they are the EMTs. So I was right about that. Electromagnetic countermine system. Got something right. But I do like that. It gives you a really good background on the plenty to read there and to learn about the model in itself. You then come to the Russian. It's in Russian as well. You then come to paint callouts. Unfortunately, it's all in Vallejo. I shan't be using Vallejo. I'll probably go with MIG ammo with this because it's tank colours with my new sets of that, if they work, of course. You then got instructions, goes into do the wheel assembly, then the lower hull, add more bits to the lower hull. Then you've got the suspension. It looks like it's movable because it says not to glue, so it looks like it will be movable, which is very, very nice touch. You've then this is one of the tools. Look, it's the jig 01, which was the first jig second jig I showed you. It's to line up all the suspension. Oh, that's very good. It's a bit different, isn't it? So you can get it all lined up in exactly the right position. Bang on. Very nice indeed, nice touch. You then got the other jig, which is for the tracks, as you can do a portion of them at a time, as you can see here. So, oh my god, I'm just not looking forward to that. Looks like it says doesn't glue any of it. You don't glue any of it. You really just got to hope that there's not a lot of cleanup. If there's a lot of cleanup on that, you're buggered. But it looks like you pop some in, you insert some into this jig, cut the links off, and they're the links for the to tie the pieces together. So you've really got to spend time building those tracks. So that's going to be fun. Then it's saying put the tracks on, which I'm not going to do. I think, as far as I understand it, AFE tracks are always last. But apart from that, again, it's just putting some more on the upper hole, put the greebles together, put the fenders on, which are those plastic parts, the rubber parts. And you've got a bit of photo etch and everything, which they class as X, going on the grills. So very nice indeed. Building up, it's then putting the upper hull on. And as you can see from this, lots and lots of, they're just doing the main parts, the large parts, and then it's going to be adding all the greebles and everything as you go. As you see, there's tons of all this stuff to do. It looks like there's 2 tow ropes out of that one piece of string you've got to make. And then you've got the hatches put together. They go to, again, all these little sub-assemblies, which is great. And then you've got the turret itself, and you can see how much work, this is where all the work's going to go, is on the turret itself. And you've got these cannons, I would imagine they're at least 50 cals. And yeah, it's again just building up that turret. Looks like that's going to be the main focus of the build, which it is awesome. You've got to look at it to see that. But it's going to take the majority of the work. And then you've got the front end. Again, a lot of work for the front end as well. And underneath all this electromagnetic countermine system, this has all got to go on. And you've got all this grill, all the grills at the back. And then you obviously pop it all together. Now, because you've got the side skirts, you've got to get those side skirts on again. It might be a case when you paint it, is to paint it with the side skirts on with a couple of dabs of PVA, so you don't have to put the tracks on, and then you can take them off, pop them back on after you put the tracks on, and then do your weathering. Lots of sprue maps, not numbered unfortunately. With the amount of plastic, that would have been nice. And then you come to the colour parts, which are fantastic. I do like this, as you know. They've got individual paint call outs. I do like this camo scheme, it's very nice indeed. But then I do like all of the camo schemes. I mean, that is funky as well. They're all tritone. I don't know, it's a toss up between that one and that one that I would do. But you've got all the lenses, you know, all the glasses all highlighted and everything. Really, really nice touch. Really nice to see the colours like that as well. I would imagine, I don't know if you can get a mask for that paintwork, but that's a hard edge paintwork. I've been told that you should always freehand paintwork on a tank, but I don't know, being modern, whether it's hard edged or free-handed. I don't know. This picture looks like it's free-handed. That looks hard edged. So, but very nice, interesting schemes. Those first two are really, and that's different as well, you know. But they're all from shows. So obviously these are all from arms shows in 2011, 2009, 2011 and 2013. So that's the only ones that have been shown. But again, very nice. I think it's an awesome looking beast. I really, really do. And I've got to say, I'm glad I've got it. I think it's going to, weathering wise, I don't think it would be over weathered. I think it'd have a few streaks and dust and dirt and things like that, but it won't be banged up to bits. So I would imagine these aren't used in combat. They're probably trained and for training sessions and things like that. But I mean, overall, it looks a fantastic kit, and I would say that's a long build. That pile of plastic, that mountain of plastic, but really, when you look at it, it's quite a small tank. It's still going to take a long time to build that alone, just to build it. So that's another recommend. I love Meng the Merciless. But that is the 135 Russian Terminator Fire Support Combat Vehicle BMT with KMT 8 mine clearing system and EMT electromagnetic countermine system from Meng. Thanks a lot. Until next time, take care. Bye bye.